And yes, this will be at the social. Good morning. Welcome to Morecambe and Lancaster, or Lancaster and Morecambe Classic Car Club. And yes, that is a Toyota Crown. It's an 04, and believe it or not, yes, it does say mild hybrid there, and it is. So it's got the 48 volt system as well. 2 litre V6. It is originally an import, and the owners had it for about a year. When you get close, there's some rather interesting additions. Bonsai tree on the back, decanter, and look at the covers to the seats. Immense. Funky. Two moggies. Rather nicely finished as well. Decent interiors on them. They look like restoration, to be honest. Hillman Imp. So this is a Super Imp. And David's 205. Done quite well. It was actually raining here this morning. Yeah, it's a bit different being here. Been to so many events, and then to come to something local. It's amazing how many gems are hidden around here. Two Mark II Escort RS2000s. I do love the nose cone on these. And here's David looking at one of his favourites, the Metro.
I love this one, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you might be looking at the Rover Metro.
The local reg as well.
Oh yeah, we see. Yeah. Remember that either, to be honest. Let's go and have a look at the Vauxhall Cresta. We were trying to work out what this model was before, but you do forget that Vauxhall back in the day had a lot of influence from the American market. Hence looking a bit like a Chevy Bel Air. It made perfect sense. GM, Vauxhall. This is a Cresta. Jaguar XJ6 Gold. Like that classic tune from the 80s. And I think there may well be a beige interior in there. And it's leather. Joseph will be happy. Escort Xr3i Cabriolet. Looks like a Pico exhaust as well. So based on the Mark IV Escort. Aftermarket Ford alloys. And the interesting thing about vehicles like this, especially the Escorts, the Golfs and so on, was you could get a number of different types of roof finish. Anything from mohair through to the cheaper vinyl. And then there was like a mid-range one. Mark 1 Fiesta. Very base level as well. So even got the shifter pattern on the cluster. Headrests, who needs those? And the Mark II Escort RS2000. There's an abundance of these here. Oh, this one's got Rever lights on as well. One over there's got super lights. And there's David. He just can't resist having a bit of a boom around the car park and putting his car a little more prominently. MGB. There are a couple of these that used to knock around in Silverdale. Triumph TR6. This is, it says injection. Old H Reg. Whoa. Very cool. Number of Subarus. Interesting one there. Mark III Golf. And the interesting thing about that is, yeah, they are non-standard headlamps, so Jetta conversion, a bit like I used to on the Mark IIs. Mini Moke, or Morris Moke in this case. Not many of these around. And one for Jake, the Panda.
Well,
750cc. And this is a sport as well. There's always small engines on Pandas. The other car that used this shape as well was the Seat Marbella. Or Marbella. Another Mark II Fiesta. No, it looks like the other one's gone. So, one Mark II Fiesta. Rat edition. Retro roof rack. It's amazing what sticks out to me. We had this kind of system on the Maxi. Two Ford Focuses. Gen 1. And a later gen Mount Tune. So they're actually an official tuner of Ford as well. Rapid cars. Be interesting to see how our Golf does against something like this when it's finished. Maybe not the Mount Tune, but the Gen 1. Well, I have to put it to the test. No, you don't see many of these nowadays. I'm expecting there'll be something from Silverdale Car Club at some point, but your guess is as good as mine. If not though, attend our local social. So we'll be with Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. We'll be up at the Lakeland Motor Museum. And that should be quite an event. We're expecting some rather interesting cars. And you get to chat with like-minded people. Thanks for joining me. And goodbye from Morecambe Bay.